Do we dare to dream? What is a dream? Do you dare to dream when others say it's impossible? Do you dare to dream when others live in doubt and despair? Jesus Christ, the author and the finisher of our faith, said all things, say that with me, all things are possible to them who believe. Believe that God will do what he said he will do. Our God is able to overcome the limitations that others have placed on you. Whatever forecast they stated for your future, God can cancel it in a second if you put your faith in him. Our God is able to overcome the pain of your past and heal the wounds of yesterday. Our God is able to give you strength for today and fill you with hope for tomorrow. Our God is able to take all things, the good, the bad, the pleasant, the unpleasant, and work them together for your good. But what you have to do is believe. Believe that the dream that he placed in your heart is a glimpse of your destiny. And then press on. Endure hardness. God will not fail you. God will give you the desires of your heart.
Woo! Drop some sevens down, 777 down below if you believe that we are protected, we are guided by a higher source, a higher power, and every day we get the chance to go ahead and walk into our greatness. Fired up, Cedric, love to see it. Shane and Talina tapped in. Another great day is here and on the rise. Let's get into it. You see the topic. I'm getting deep into it for today. Today we're talking about dreaming big because we serve a limitless God. Whoever your creator is, whoever you believe in, the universe, Allah, whatever that may be, I know for a fact there is a higher source, there's a higher power that's guiding all of us. So I'm excited to go ahead and get into today's message. I love the start of this one. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of gratitude down below. Let me know, how's everybody feeling coming into the Wednesday? What's a couple of things you're grateful for to start off the day? The secret is the feeling. So let me know. Let's dream big. You see what's going on in the world right now? Crypto is going nuts. Just smacked 35K. Some madness is going underneath behind the scenes. So it's a powerful time to really go ahead and stay plugged in tune with all the action that's happening right now. So here we go. Let's dream big. We serve a limitless God, and it's game time. IG is here. We are live. Awesome. Here we go. Love it, family. So grateful. Absolutely. So grateful for the bed. So grateful to be alive. So thankful for each and every single one of you. So grateful for the times that we're living in. Once again, Bitcoin just smacked 35,000, right? I don't know if you guys know, but this is the high all the way since back in 2022 of May, right? While most people are sleeping, while most are worried, sending prayers and all my condolences to everything that's going on with, the madness in the world right now. But at the same time, what's happening underneath the surface, this is where the wealthy, the 1%, are truly taking advantage, right? Look at it starting to lag out as I'm about to give the sauce. Oh, no. Dom in the building. Jazz, what's going on? It's good to see you. We definitely got to get on a call after this one. Am I good? Drop a 2 down below if you guys can see me. It was lagging for a second. YouTube didn't want me to get out the sauce. All right, cool. So grateful for the health. So grateful for the access, right? I'm talking, listen, the plays that we're about to get introduced to, the plays that we're about to go ahead and get involved in, these are going to change the game. That's why I'm telling you guys to get involved with crypto, to get deep and knowledgeable about cryptocurrency. Now is the time to get educated. Not when everybody's posting about it. Not when you see it all over the news and everybody and their mother is talking about Bitcoin. We all see what's going on in the news right now, but isn't it funny how almost hidden is kind of what's going on the sides of like crypto, e-commerce, all the wealth and success that's happening right now? It's not interesting how nobody's seeing that. But that's the truth, right? So today, I want to go ahead and talk about a couple different things just to put life into perspective about how powerful these times are living in, the blessed and grateful opportunity that we all have. So here we go. The first question for today, getting into it, was this right here. How many of you believe that the dreams that we have are too big for ourselves, or maybe they might be too big for God? Drop it down below. This was a training guide this morning, and I'm telling you, I hope this hit you like it hit me, at least a piece of it. And here's the first question that he started off with. Are any of our dreams too big for us or too big for God? Here's what he left it with. Because if desires can never be too strong for us, then where does the delay really come from? And there's a couple of different places that the delay can really happen. Fran, I see you. Number one, everybody, let's go ahead and put our hands over our heart. Let's go ahead and ask this question. Is the delay coming from our heart, or maybe is the delay coming from our spirit? Is there something that's bothering our spirit? Is there something that's going on in our heart right now that's making it difficult to take action? That's making it seem like every day is so heavy. That's a good place to start. I've been there. I know what it feels like. Here's the second part of the question. If you don't feel like it's in your heart, you're feeling your nervous self, right? Okay. So QOQ, Cedric, let me ask you this. Who do you become when you step into your bold self? Who do you become when you walk and talk with confidence? Who do you become when you're stepping into your greatness? When you know that every day you're growing, you're getting more knowledgeable, you're getting better, what does that individual look like? What do they speak like? How do they wake up? Fired up, energized, ready to go ahead and attack the day? All different questions to think about, right? Here's the next piece of that. He said, if the delay is not in the heart of the spirit, let's ask this question. Is the delay in our mind, or is the delay in our thoughts? Most of the time, it's in one of the two, right? We're either dealing with something that's in our heart, something that's really bothering our spirit, or maybe something that's really clouding our mind. And I've been there, right? Even during these past couple months, there's been many situations that have attempted to go ahead and cloud my mind. That might be family health issues. I've had some family that's been in and out of the hospital, right? Some of these situations have clouded my mind for some time. But at the end of the day, here's the fact. Nobody can avoid the winds of life, right? Jim Rohn talks about it. Everybody has the winds of life. The difference is how we go ahead and direct our sail. And you know what I think a big part of it was for me? Was being afraid of the unknown. Right? For a lot of my life, I'm so used to doing the work to go ahead and get my way out of things. But you see, in life, there's actually only one thing we can control. Still learning this to this day, but that's the truth. Even inside of our business, there's only one thing we can control, and that's our mind. That's the 6 inches right here. Everything outside of that is outside of our control. So me trying to go ahead and manipulate what's going on in my grandfather's health, what's going on in some of my family members' health, some things we have to let go and let God. Something that's difficult during the time is easier said than done, but I can tell you right now, this is one of the biggest secrets. We might be putting in the time, we might be putting in the effort, not seeing all of the fruits from the work that we put in yet. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. Everybody has their greatness on their own time, but one thing to go ahead and really make sure is this. Ask ourselves one question. Are we afraid to step into the unknown? And this is where the training got really good. This is where I really started to go ahead and make things make sense. Drop a 2 down below if you are afraid of the unknown. If you know somebody that's afraid of the unknown. Let me drop my 2 down below because I'm right there with you. Who's afraid of the unknown? Jam, what's going on? It's good to see you. Here's something interesting about the unknown. Watch this. You ready? You see, when it comes to the unknown, the fact of the matter is, that's where the magic lies. The reality of it is, in the unknown is where greatness is. And I'm gonna give you the other side to the unknown. On the other side of the unknown is right here. Watch this. 2 things. Significance Okay. Significance and certainty. Those two things. Most people in life are dying for those two things. To be significant, right? Everybody wants recognition. Babies cry for it. Grown men and women, they say, will die for it, right? So everybody wants recognition. There's nothing wrong with that. We're built to be recognized. We're built to have somebody say, good job, to have somebody say you're doing well, right? As a kid, we're always like, oh, mom, look what I did. Dad, check out this race that I just ran. So recognition is great, but the other side is certainty. Everybody's looking for certainty. That's why we have, certain routines. We have certain habits. We do things that we like to do. We go places to that we know. Why? Because we have certainty. We know what we're going to expect going into this environment. But when you really realize this, there's no growth at the end of the day, most of the time, in certainty. Think about it like this. If we go to the gym every day and we go and lift the same weight that we're used to living, that we're certain, that we know we can handle, let me ask you this. Are we going to grow? Drop a number one, drop a number two if we're not. So at the end of the day, uncertainty, jumping into the unknown, getting into a new weight, it might be different. It might be new. Going on a run might be different. Changing the food that we're eating right now, getting into more alkaline and whole foods, that might be something that we're not normally used to doing. But this is where the dream bodies develop. This is where maxing out our health really happens. This is where really finding out who we truly are actually starts to go ahead and emerge. And the example that our mentor gave this morning was so phenomenal. So phenomenal. Think about it like this. Have you guys ever loved something? Could be an animal, could be a person. I'll give you an idea. I'll give you an animal, for example, right? The power of love. The reason why we like love is because of the uncertainty. It is because of the unknown, right? When I got my little puppy, when I got my little buddy, everything about it was unknown. I didn't know how every day was going to be waking up with him, right? When I gave him to my mother eventually, but every day I had him for the first couple weeks, and it was an adventure because I didn't know what he was going to eat in the house. I didn't know what he was going to tear down. But he loved to play. He loved to go outside. And every single day was new. Every day is exciting. So the same thing goes with success. The same thing happens with business. Going after the unknown is going to open doors that lead to the excitement, that lead to the real fulfillment that we're looking for. Think about it like this. If Shane and Talina, perfect example, right? Going into the unknown. If you guys had never really thought of the idea, went after it, put action behind it, you would have never impacted people all over the globe. You would never have educators inside of a $1 billion platform rocking your gear, rocking your crypto hats and different apparel. But because you stepped into the unknown, it led you to places that you already did imagine. And that's the beauty of life. So many people were so worried about playing it safe, sitting inside of a shell, doing just the mediocre, what most people are normally used to doing, and wondering why they live an average life. This is the reason right here, because they're looking for certainty and looking for significance. And I understood this getting out of college. I needed to get out of the certainty that I was living in. I was so certain in my environment. I was so used to everything that was going on. I said, let me get uncertain. I decided, literally personally, decided to get out of the place that I was living in, cut off the rent that I was paying, and go live out of my car. Because I wanted uncertainty in my life. I wanted to go out and shake up a piece of my life. And here's the problem, right? For a lot of us, when life gets shaken, then we finally change our paradigm. Then we might move different moving forward. Somebody that has a health issue all of a sudden happened. Now they go to the doctor. Now they're ready to go ahead and finally change what they eat. They're finally ready to go ahead and change the routine, to hit the gym, to start maybe drinking some alkaline food and water. But it took life shaking them up to finally make a huge change. So you know what I realized? I don't need to wait for life to finally really shake me up. I was $30K in debt. I got an email saying I had 6 months to start paying my debt, had no job, had no idea what I was going to do. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and jump into the unknown and go really make it happen. Any of you guys that invested into yourself, this is exactly what you did. You invested into yourself, jumping into the unknown. And it's not surprising why all these amazing things are happening inside of your life. Cedric creating phenomenal connections, throwing events over there in Las Vegas. Deanne getting a store going in the mall, right? Lady Boss, all these phenomenal testimonies that are here happening. JoJo, top 5 in Etsy inside of the whole platform. Shout out to you, JoJo. Stepping into the unknown. And here's the last piece I want to leave it with, right? The difference between being a servant and the difference between being of service, right? Every day, my first line that I wake up with inside of my journal is the same thing. Thank you, God, for waking me up today because I get to be of service. Every day, that's my line. Every day for the past 461 days, that has been what I write every single morning because I understand Jim Rohn talks about it, right? Service to many leads to greatness. So inside of the Bible, there's a piece that talks about, and this is what our mentor went over this morning. Love it. It's a great example. It's so true. Inside of the Bible, it talks about how Jesus used to wash the feet of his disciples. And he's truly giving service. He wasn't a servant. He's giving service. You see, in this industry of MLM, of mentors, leading mentors, of me loving more, this is really the industry that we're really in, right? Not just helping people make side income, not just helping people make money from home. Let me tell you guys what it really is, okay? What we're really doing with people, we're helping wash away their pain. We're helping them step up and get up. We're helping them undo what was already done to them. We are in complete service. That's what we do. That's our job. We get paid to be us. We get paid to go ahead and uplift, grow, and develop with other individuals. How beautiful is that? And I want everybody getting this visual with me, right? This was the visual that he got in this morning. As we go ahead and take these breaths, let's breathe in knowledge. Let's breathe in passion. Let's breathe in determination. Because everything that we're taking in right now, all of this knowledge, all this energy, we're able to go ahead and go pour that back into our stories, the people that we meet, maybe the videos that we go out and make today. Energy is never destroyed. It's never created. You guys already know it's only transferred. So remember how powerful your energy is. Remember that when you walk into a room, you are the light, you are the abundance, you are the joy that people are looking for. So as you close your eyes right now, just close your eyes with me for 15 seconds, 20, 30 seconds. And I want you to begin to hear the thank yous. Begin to hear the thank yous for you stepping up and being an example. Begin to hear the thank yous for you lighting the way. Begin to hear the thank yous for bringing your encouragement. Begin to hear the thank yous for you showing up and for you doing the work. What we're doing every day is no longer a have to. We get to show up. We get to learn. We get to grow. We get to get around phenomenal mentorship, education, the top percenters inside of the industry and inside of the world. We get to do all of this. So realize that at the end of the day, we're human beings, right? Every day at the end of the call, this is what I say. We can be, do, and have anything we can hold in mind, right? We can hold it right here in our hand. Well, here's the truth. The goal today is to get into the being, right? What is the being? The being is the state. If you're feeling good, if you're vibrating high right now, drop some 5s down below because this is where all the magic happens. When we're in state, when we have the feeling, when we're living in abundance, when we're living in joy, when we're living in our blessings, this is where the magic really starts to transpire. Go and Chairman is already done. So Dream Team, believe it. If nobody told you today, you are amazing. You are unstoppable. You are a light in the world, and people are waiting to hear your story. They're waiting to feel your energy. They're waiting to get around your amazing spirit because I can see that it's glowing. So Dream Team, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Go ahead and smash that like button if you got some value for today, and let's go out and dominate the rest of the week, the rest of the month, and the rest of 2023. Let's get to work. It's game time.